What's up, everybody? This is Mark, aka Quayz, and I'm here at Lake Compounce, which is America's oldest amusement park. This is another one of those parks that I've been wanting to get to for a really long time. I really am looking forward to getting on Boulder Dash today. Lake Compounce recently invested some money into fixing up Boulder Dash by hiring Great Coasters International to re-track parts of it, but they didn't just use wooden track. They replaced some of the track with their steel Titan track to smooth out some of those rough areas. So it's really cool that they did that instead of going the Rocky Mountain construction route of kind of like retracking it with steel, but then completely transitioning or transforming the coaster into something else. Instead, the Titan track just kind of makes it just like it originally was, but smoother, so that some of those rougher areas are a little bit more enjoyable. Okay, I've made it to the front entrance of the park, and this is beautiful. This is really well taken care of. Right behind the entrance, you can see the Wildcat and then the Phobia Fear Coaster. So let's get on through this gate and let's get on some of these rides. Just one quick note here before I get into the park. I am staying at the Lake Compounce campground, and if you do that, you get free preferred parking as well as discounted tickets. The discounted ticket stays $35, and then if I come a second day, it's only $15. So if you do come to this area from somewhere that's not around here and you do stay at the campground, take advantage of those benefits. Okay, I've officially made it into the park, and a fun Coastin With Quayz first. As I was walking through and showing my ticket for the day, the worker at the ticket booth said, "Hey, I follow you on YouTube. Do you have a YouTube channel, Coastin With Quayz?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And so this is the first time that I've been recognized for my channel. So really cool. Thank you so much. If that was you, comment below maybe. I'll say hi to you in the comments, but thanks for saying hi. Let's get on some rides. All right, it's a beautiful day here today. There are quite a few people in the water park right now, so I'm hoping that's actually good for me with getting on some roller coasters because I'm not hitting the water park. But I think I'm going to try to get on either Boulder Dash or Wildcat as my first ride. I just watched Wildcat go through, and that's looking great. A bunch of that ride has also recently been retracked, so I've heard it's a lot smoother than it was before. That was my first ride on Boulder Dash, and that was a lot of fun. If I'm being totally honest, this is not an airtime machine. I sat pretty much in the back, second row from the back, and there was a couple of small pops of airtime, but for the most part, I'd say the forces on this were negative G's on some of those valleys, and then also some sideways lateral forces going into some of those turns. Especially the big turnaround halfway through, you get thrown to the right hand side on that. So that was a lot of fun. I want to see if I can try to get another ride on this in the front row to see if the airtime's a little bit stronger. But what I will say is that it seems like they're only running one train operations on all of their roller coasters. Now, I'm not sure if this is normal for Lake Compounce or not, but they're really slow with their operations, and that makes what could be like a 10-minute wait a 40-minute wait. So let me know in the comments if that's normal or if that's just kind of like a here and there thing. But either way, first ride on Boulder Dash, really cool. I'm going to see if I can get on it again and get on some other coasters as well. Just got off the Phobia Fear Coaster, which is a Skyrocket 2 multi-launching coaster. I had a lot of fun on this. I've been on this one now, and I've also been on Tempesto at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I like this one better. This one doesn't have the comfort collar, it just has a lap bar. You get some really good pops of airtime on this. I actually think I like these better than like the Intamin Impulse coasters like Possessed. I think it's a little bit more of a well-rounded ride. So the wait on this was only about 10 minutes. I think at some point I'm going to hop back on this and get another ride. I did back row. I'd like to see what it's like in the front row. Okay, quick note about the sign game here at Lake Compounce. Fantastic. Phobia Fear Coaster has like 4 different signs for it. And then the signs for all of the other roller coasters and even the non-roller coasters are really nicely done here. So props to Lake Compounce. This art teacher is happy with the aesthetics. Just got off of the Wildcat for the first time. I sat in the back row. That was pretty fun. Since they retracked a lot of it, it was really smooth, but the last couple of airtime hills and the last turn were not retracked, and those were really rough. But other than that, it was a fun little figure 8 roller coaster. I was hoping to get on Zoomerang, but it looks like it is not running today. But that's okay, because I did just get another ride on Phobia Fear Coaster, and that ride's a lot of fun. So I think now I'm going to get a couple of rides on Boulder Dash and get a feel for what it's like to be in different seats of that. In addition to Zoomerang being closed, the Kiddie Coaster is closed as well. I wasn't itching to get on this ride, but 2 of the 5 credits are closed here today. So that's a little bit disappointing, because this isn't a park that I'm going to get to very often. It might be a park I come to once every few years. So we'll have to see if I can get on Zoomerang and Kiddie Coaster next time. All right, if you look closely, you can see the steel Titan track that was put on this ride. And that was to smooth out some of those rough areas. And then it does transition back to the wooden track, as you can see right here. I just got 2 more rides on Boulder Dash. And after those other 2 rides, I can see why everyone talks about this ride all the time. It is so cool. The way that this coaster just hugs the mountain is super unique, and it's super fun. You never know like how far down you're gonna drop over the next hill or how far up you're gonna go. At the end of the ride, there's this really cool like triple up moment, and the second and third ride, I did the front row and the third row, and I think I actually prefer that to the back row. The airtime's a little bit more intense up by the front, but it just feels so fast. With the way that this coaster hugs the terrain, you fly. When I was in the front row, the wind was like straight up making me cry. So I really dug that ride. I would definitely recommend that you get on it if you come up here to Lake Compounce. In one of the gift shops here, they have a lot of really cool stuff. We've got a bin of 50% off discount hats and items. We've got a bunch of coaster and Lake Compounce shirts over here. I actually really dig the Boulder Dash hoodie. It's really soft and it has a very classic, almost national park style to it. But it's about $45, so I'm going to skip out on that one today. Here they have some really cool Lake Compounce stickers, pins, and keychains. I think I'm going to get a couple of these stickers. They're only a couple of bucks. I just had to get one more ride on Phobia Fear Coaster to finish out my day here at Lake Compounce. Overall, I had a really nice time here today. This park is really well kept. For such a small park, I was actually quite surprised at how much care they put into keeping up with their buildings and their pathways. So all of that was really, really nice to see. Gives me hope for a lot of other smaller parks. I would compare this park to something like Knoebels, but it's actually a little bit more well cared for than Knoebels is. So, my favorite coaster was Boulder Dash, for sure. And then, I would probably put Phobia Fear Coaster next. Wildcat was fun as well. It would have been cool to get on Zoomerang, but it is what it is. So, overall, great day. I'm going to actually go to my campsite and chill out for a little bit. So until next time, everybody, keep on coasting.